Local footy got off to an early start this year when in March there was a best of best tournament out there at Bulleen with the premier clubs from all the divisions taking part, Benny, and what a big day it was.
Yeah, a good concept, wasn't it, with all those different teams hard at it, and they were fair dinkum about trying to win that competition. In fact, a couple of them that lost games weren't happy, and I can't blame them for that, to have the best of the best tagged after the football club's name. What a wonderful idea and thought, and I reckon it's great that they tried something like that.
Yes, bragging rights at stake, and we were there to catch all the action. And there we see West Preston, the premiers from Northern Footy League, doing battle with South Barwon, who were the early favourites in the competition. Yeah,
but West Preston, they did well, didn't they? Look, they had some big players playing for them, and they played good footy.
And what I love, Benny, were the, slightly different rules and the amount of reserves each interchange players each club had.
Yeah, they had a plethora of them.
But it was a very warm day, and short and sharp was the order of the day, and a lot of players finding a bit of refuge under the trees as they did their warm-ups.
And Clayton taking on Maribyrnong Park. Boys, how'd that game turn out?
They did pretty well for a while. Clayton a little bit undermanned against a very strong and powerful side like Maribyrnong Park, but did pretty well.
They did.
And the boys having a look at the results board there, keeping up to date with how the day was going. And the clubs made a real day of it, some of them adding to their pre-season finances, using a bit of initiative, such as the boys from Lalor. Here's the Lalor boys, you're going to do well this year.
Yeah, we'll do a real good year. Again, where do we go? Win at least 20 games, guaranteed.
And what do you think of this concept?
That's a fantastic concept. We've made more money at this barbecue than we've ever made. Great concept.
There were even some timed sprints there for those who fancied themselves with a bit of pace. And Benny, you had a go, mate.
Yeah, but I did a hamstring. Can you believe it?
He's out for the first 6 weeks, Kev.
Ah, it's no good.
Then we see South Barwon and Albion going through their paces. Albion, of course, the Western Region Football League premiers last year. And that was a pretty good game of footy.
Today was just a chance for me to see guys and where we're at. And, yeah, look, we're in pretty good shape. We're pretty happy and still got a lot of work to do. And but, look, as far as the first hit out, pretty pleasing.
What about the new players into the club, Glenn?
We've got a number of new faces around the club this year and new coaching staff as well, so it's going to take a while for everyone to gel and get a cohesive feeling about them. But at the end of the day, players turn over every year, so we have to be able to be flexible with that and find out in a game situation such as today who can play in various positions and how they go about it.
Yeah, there's teams organising their practice games and you're never sort of sure who you're going to come up against, but for us to get this sort of exposure and to have a look at blokes in a really high standard of footy, it's been fantastic.
Oh, Kerry amongst it there, and they would have felt at home. Their ground's right next door to where we had this competition on.
Yes, but Riddle knocking them off by a point in a bit of a surprise, I thought.
There's an upset.
Trevor, a bit of a challenge representing the VAFA in this competition.
Yeah, it certainly was. There's a lot of great clubs running around today, and obviously it's a pretty hot day. So yeah, really proud of the guys. 3 games. It was a great first hit out for 2011 for us.
What did you get out of it?
Oh, we got a lot out of it. Some really played a lot of young guys, under 19 guys coming up from last year, and they did really well. It's really impressive, and we're able to get a few new recruits out there as well. So it's it's good to get them together after a long pre-season.
Kerry into the top division of VAFA for the first time?
Yeah, in their history. So yeah, it's very exciting times for Kerry, old Kerry Football Club, and it's a really young group of players. We've kept pretty much 99% of our players from last year. So again, it's good signs for the club.
But you need to step up with the recruitment to be in the top division. Who have you been able to pick up?
Yeah, we've been really lucky. We've got obviously some Kerry guys coming back to the club. Ben Smithwick from Box Hill, and Carl Peterson through Hawthorn Connections. He's on board, and Happy Laidlaw, another player, played 4 years for the Swans.
Watching Carl Peterson out here, he'll be an excitement machine for Kerry.
Yeah, he's been exceptional. He's at training. He's a very friendly, happy sort of go-lucky guy, and the guys have really embraced him around the club. So hopefully he just enjoys his footy after being disappointed. I'm sure he's disappointed being cut from an AFL club, but we just want to give him some fun and hopefully enjoys our club.
This is a good way to kick off the pre-season.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I really like the concept. We've really embraced it, and I found it a fantastic day for local footy.
Yes, it was a day with a difference, Benny, and we caught up with a few of the participants to find out what they thought of the format.
Look, it's a great concept. I was probably a little bit dubious about playing it. Obviously coming from Division 2 and up against some fairly good sides in Marby Park and Mulgrave, but look, our hit out today was really good. It got to show us where we're at, and hopefully the guys learn off the clubs that we've played against.
So do you learn as a coach from other game styles, etc.?
Look, second up against Marby, their game style was just full of runs. So, playing Southern footy, a little bit different. It's more of a stop-start brand of footy. So we know what we need to do. That I suppose if we want to progress down the track and play some better footy. So yeah, definitely learn something out of that.
From a coach's point of view, any feedback as how it can get even better?
In terms of the day, look, probably the lag between games. It's an hour and 10 minutes that you've got to sit around. You cool down, then you've got to go through the same thing again. They've got 3 grounds here, so maybe use the 3rd ground next time around.
Yeah, look, initially when we heard about it, we weren't terribly sure how it would all work, but certainly gained momentum. There's huge interest as well, and as far as the club perspective, it's been fantastic. We've the last 4 or 5 weeks, it's sort of gained a lot of momentum amongst the boys, and although with the pre-season it's been a little bit difficult with everyone trying to get together, but it's been great.
Yeah, great concept. How'd you come by it?
We firstly got approached by the NFL about putting together a concept that would encompass all of Melbourne and the metropolitan Melbourne football community, really, and along with Bogues Draft and BetStar, we were able to bring it to life, and yeah, the clubs have been very supportive of it, as with the leagues, and it's been a great day for everyone.
Can you build on this?
I think that's a definite, really. Most people are asking the question, how big will it be next year, not are we going to do it? So I would say yes, definitely. As long as we get 30-degree days and the weather's always permitting, I think we'll be fine.
But in the end, South Barwon victorious. They've got the bragging rights, best of the best for 2011.